As I've said before, I have this theory about addicts, and that is they are wired and made in a very particular way, and they're made this way so that they would be forced, in some sense, to be a blessing to everyone around them. That there's certain things they're like a Nazarite, they can't engage in certain activities if they're going to live to their full and rich potential. And they need to engage in something called, like the monastic life, like the life of a monk. I think that's true of all people, is that we need to engage in self-control and self-discipline, and the fruits are quite beautiful. Very counter to our culture when you're supposed to just be happy and indulge, indulge, indulge. It's the opposite of that. So this passage is written by someone who's truly approaching this subject from a delicate angle and very carefully suggesting the way out of a troubled existence. So, August 14th. Since coming to Al-Anon, I have become aware of certain choices that I never knew I had. If I am uncomfortable about doing something, I can learn that I don't necessarily have to do it. I can look into my heart and try to discover my true feelings before making that decision. What freedom! Does this mean that I should never do anything unless I feel comfortable about doing it? Of course not. If I wait for inspiration, my taxes might never be paid, my work not get done, my work might not get done, my teeth might not get brushed. Sometimes I have to feel the feeling and then act anyway. I believe that is why our Just for Today suggests doing two things each day that I don't want to do, just for practice. To create a balanced life, I must exercise some self-discipline. I'm going to read that again. To create a balanced life, I must exercise some self-discipline. That way I can pay attention to my feelings without being tyrannized by them. Today's reminder. Today, I will do something that is good for me, even if it feels uncomfortable. And here's the quote: self-discipline is self-caring. So as we approach our day and the things that present in front of us that need to be done, don't need to be done, yeah, you can look at it and go, I really don't feel like doing the laundry. You can let that feeling settle in, and then you can do the laundry. It's a different matter if someone's pressuring you into choosing in a certain way and you realize that's not what I want to do, and someone's trying to manipulate me into doing things their way. So that's where the self-reflection comes in. And you go, oh, I feel resistance. Why is that? Is it because my spouse is pushing me to do something? Well, what is it that is true to myself? What do I really want to do? Because some of us just resist any suggestion. So even though we might actually want to, I don't know, go to the park with the family, when someone suggests that we should, then we suddenly don't. So the pausing is about figuring out what is true about me, what is my true choice, and then acting on that. So kind of separating yourself from the pressures and influences that are around us at all times. And then the thought is that you would go even further in some sense and go, oh, I really hate lifting weights. All right, so I'm going to go lift weights because I'm getting old and I know I'm losing muscle slowly, and I just have to do it. It's something I have to do. Oh, by the way, this is a true thing about me. is there's nothing I scorned more than the people in the gym lifting weights, probably from my earliest days in high school. And, the swim team, everybody in there bulking up and like, oh, you guys are losers. So who goes to the gym and lifts weights now? Who enjoys it? No, actually, I would say that I do enjoy it now. I had a bit of an attitude problem. Oh, we've talked about those attitude problems. At any rate, I hope you had a laugh over this one. And engaging in freedom is also a careful process. When you come to realize how broad the plateau is to choose, remember you've got to pause, consider, and choose wisely. You're not a little kid. We're not impulsive. We're not just reacting. We're not billiard balls. Just pause, consider the source of your feelings, consider what you want to be what's true about you and what you would like to be true about you, and then act. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed, peaceful, peace-filled day.